This is companion video number 16 for iFeelagrams for iPad, iOS8. Clock Alarm. The clock alarm screen has an edit button in the top left corner just below the status bar. A heading entitled Alarm appears in the center, and an Add button appears in the top right-hand corner. Once an alarm is set, it occupies the top half of the screen and can be toggled on and off with a single finger double tap. The bottom half of the screen contains a grid with days of the week across the top and times down the side. These are not read by VoiceOver, but flicking through the alarms at least allows them to be spoken and then selected with a single finger double tap. Selecting an alarm from within this grid causes it to appear in the top half of the screen, where a single finger double tap will toggle it between active and inactive. The other alarm functions can be set by using the Edit button and then single finger double tapping the alarm from the resulting pop-up, similar to adding events within the calendar. But now let's explore on the iPad. And here we are in the world clock where we left off last time.
Selected. World clock. Tab. 1 of 4.
Let's go to the next tab.
Alarm. Tab. 2 of 4.
And select that. Double tap.
Selected. Alarm. Tab. 2 of 4.
Selecting that tab has changed pages. Let's have a look.
Edit. Button.
There we are.
Alarm. Heading.
The alarm heading.
Add. Button.
The Add button. Now we're going to go down a line. You'll hear we're flicking for now.
Selected alarm. 10 o'clock. a.m. Inactive. Button.
So we know that the selected alarm is 1 for 10 o'clock. Too bad it doesn't read the label of the alarm, so you have to keep track of the time. So that's the whole top half of the screen, this thing that just says
Selected alarm. 10 o'clock. a.m. Inactive. Button.
If we double tap.
Selected alarm. 10 o'clock. a.m. Active.
But I don't want it active, so I'll double tap again.
Selected alarm. 10 o'clock. a.m. Inactive.
Now if we flick right.
Call the copier. 9 a.m. Inactive.
We pop down into the alarm grid, and it very politely reads the first alarm. Let's keep flicking right.
Selected. Proof more videos. 10 a.m. Inactive.
So there, now we know that the 10 o'clock alarm was to proof more videos. So let's keep flicking right through the grid.
Coffee break. 11:45 a.m. Active.
This is a good alarm to set, so I'll select this alarm.
Selected. Coffee break. 11:45 a.m. Active.
Now here's where dragging comes in handy, because I could flick left back through these other alarms.
Proof more video. Call the copier.
All of that.
9 a. Proof. Selected. Coffee break.
But especially if you have a number of alarms set, dragging is much more efficient. Let's just see here.
Selected. Coffee break. 11:45 a.m. Active.
Now rather than flicking back through those other alarms, I'm just going to move my finger up the screen.
Call the copier.
There
9
they are.
a.m. Inactive.
And we cross the border into the top half of the screen. And now if I flick.
Selected alarm. 11:45 a.m. Active. Button.
It's that 11:45 alarm for coffee break. But now I want to make this alarm inactive, so I double tap in the top half of the screen and...
Selected alarm. 11:45 a.m. Inactive.
That alarm has become inactive. Now, while it is efficient to drag between the alarm grid in the bottom half of the screen and the toggle active-inactive in the top half of the screen, it is still much more efficient to flick among the alarms in your grid. For example,
Alarm. 11:30 a.m. Inactive.
I'm going to flick right just to see what the next alarm is.
Selected. Coffee break. 11:45 a.m. Record next video. 12:30 p.m. Inactive.
There, I flicked to the next video. I'm going to double tap to select it.
Selected. Record next video. 12:30 p.m. Inactive.
Which now causes it to become the active alarm in the toggle in the top half. So up goes my finger.
Selected alarm. 12:30 p.m. Inactive.
And now I want to make it active, so I'll double tap.
Selected alarm. 12:30 p.m. Active.
And that's pretty much all there is to that. Now, how about adding an alarm? Let's go up to the very top.
Selected alarm. Alarm. Heading.
There's the heading, and to the right we know we have the
Add button.
The add button. So let's press the add button. Double tap.
Alarm. Add alarm. Heading.
So we now have something with an add alarm heading. I'm just going to drag around the screen a little to see what's going on. I'll start at the top.
Dismiss pop-up.
Oh, we know there's a pop-up. Where is it?
00 minutes.
There, we've crossed a border and we're inside a pop-up, obviously. So let's triple finger single tap to see where this is for sure.
1 o'clock. Top right corner. Thumbnail width.
And that's sure enough where it is, so let's see if we can find the beginning of it and explore it a little. I'm just going to move my finger up here.
58 minutes. Add alarm. Heading.
There's the heading. I'm going to flick left.
Cancel.
There's a
button.
cancel button, so I'll flick right again.
Add alarm.
There's the
heading.
add alarm heading.
Save.
And
button.
there's a save button. So that's what's at the top. Below that, there appears to be
58 minutes. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. p.m. Picker item. Adjustable.
Look at that. Just like the calendar, we have a picker with hours, minutes, and AM, PM. What else do we have? I'm just going to move my finger down.
58 minutes. Repeat. Label. Sound. Snooze. Switch.
And out of the pop-up. Now I'm just going to go back into the pop-up.
58. Add alarm.
And
head. Cancel.
Start at
button.
the top. And just for the people who like to flick more, we'll flick through it very quickly.
Add alarm. Save. Button.
There's the save button.
1 o'clock. Picker item. Adjustable.
So we go down a line and into the picker. There's the hours.
58 minutes.
The minutes.
PM. Picker item. Adjustable.
And then
repeat. Never.
Well, we go down a line to repeat.
Label.
Down
alarm.
a line to label.
Sound. Radar.
You can set a sound for every alarm.
Snooze. Switch button. On.
Your standard snooze feature. And that's the end of the pop-up if you're flicking. But of course, if you decide to drag,
label, snooze,
you can go outside of the pop-up and dismiss it.
Alarm, edit, button.
And you're back in your main alarm screen. So to set an alarm, you simply pick the Add Alarm button and do it the same way you set an event in the calendar. Press the Save button, go back to your main alarm screen, and there you are, ready to move on to video number 17, all about adding an alarm with the Add Alarm pop-up.